Portland Cottage and Mitchelltown, you're probably not going to be wanting to hear that sort of news, because you remember burial just over a year ago where when those lines went down, you went without electricity for the better part of a month, really. But I counted about 6 or 7 down power lines, so I can appreciate why it is difficult for the JPS to put power in the homes of its customers here in Clariden. But let me just take you a little bit up to the north and then work our way back down to the south and tell you about some of the real impact on the parish here today from this very destructive weather system. So far up in the north, I must admit I've not yet gone up into the north. Most of my work today was in the south and central part. But from the north, we've noted that there's some damage to the Edwin Allen High School building there. Its roof was damaged. We've also been told by the Works Minister, who's MP for North Central Clarendon up there. He has also indicated that a couple of culverts up there, they've been dislocated, they've been washed away by the weather system. And as you make your way down into the central part of the country, of the parish, down into the southern part of the parish, that's where you come up on the flooding and the damage to housing infrastructure and downed trees. We're talking about several homes we've seen have lost multiple trees, big trees. We're talking about decades-old trees, the mango trees, fruit trees, all sorts of stuff. And we've noted homes that have lost roof. We've also noticed down here in the southern part, the Veer Technical High School, one particular building down there has lost a section of its roof. And it is worth noting that that particular high school is being used as a shelter here in the parish. In fact, that is the most popular shelter right now in the parish. Last check we had yesterday, about 300 people was at that shelter. But that particular part of the building that we noted this morning that was damaged is not an area that is being used as shelter. So that must also be noted. And let me now tell you a little bit now and tell our viewers a little bit about the flooding in the area. Halsall, which is a pretty problematic area, it has experienced some of the most flooding we've noticed today. When I was on the road and I saw some residents from the area, scores of them were flooded out. In fact, it was so bad that several of them were actually on the road foraging, basically, and that's my word, foraging, through the waste of their neighbors to try to find potential bedding because they've been displaced. So they are having it pretty tough and it's pretty desperate. I interviewed some of them and they said, listen, we have no food, our babies have nowhere to sleep. So it's pretty tough. But I'll be making my way up here in the north to see some more infrastructural damage. And as soon as I get that tomorrow, I'll be sure to share it with our viewers and with you in the news team, in the news center. So that's it from me here in Clarendon. I'm Dwayne Anderson, and it's back to you in the studio.